All right, thank you, Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, what a pleasure it is to welcome everybody here today to the theater at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, New York, USA, for the official weigh-in for our big night of world-class professional boxing taking place here on Saturday night. Now, the whole show is being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. We're sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day. And Stage Front, and of course the whole card will be televised exclusively around the world, live on DAZN. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fight card. We have 7 fights, great matchups, and at the top of the bill, it's the return of the super welterweight, Edgar, the chosen one, Berlanga. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring the fighters up to the stage so they can face the scale and face each other. Our first contest, 6 rounds in the super featherweight division. Now making his way to the stage with a professional record of 7 wins, 5 defeats, 1 draw, with 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Presentando de Mayagüez, Puerto Rico, Pedro El Apostol Vicente. And his opponent now making his way to the stage, his professional record, a perfect one. 9 fights, 9 victories, 6 of them coming by way of knockout. He hails from the Bronx, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ofacio, the Sniper Falcon. Now to the scale, Pedro Vicente. 133.6 for Vicente, 133.6. And now to the scale, the Sniper, Ofacio Falcon. 134.8 for Falcon, 134.8. Falcon versus Vicente, 6 rounds, super featherweights theater at Madison Square Garden, New York, Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN. Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest, 6 rounds in the super welterweight division. Now making his way to the stage, his professional record, 14 victories, 4 defeats. He has 5 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Buenos Aires, Argentina. Please welcome Damian Papi Fernandez. And his opponent now making his way to the stage, his young professional record thus far perfect. 6 fights, 6 victories, 5 of his 6 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of the Lower East Side of New York City. Here is the King of New York, Pablo Pretty Boy Valdez. Now to the scale, Papi Damian Fernandez. 154, bang on the super welterweight limit of 154 pounds for Damian Fernandez. And now to the scale, pretty boy, Pablo Valdez. Also 154, the super welterweight limit of 154 pounds for Pablo Valdez. Valdez versus Fernandez, 6-round super welterweights matchroom boxing live on the Zone from Madison Square Garden.
Right here, Pablo, right here.
'Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest, 8 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Now making his way to the stage, undefeated as a professional with a record of 7 fights, 7 victories, 3 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bonit Bisla. And his opponent now making his way to the stage, also undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 5 victories and no defeats, 1 draw, 3 of his 5 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Jersey City. Please welcome Big Stepper, Khalil Coe. Out of the scale, Bonit Bisla.
Let's go, Jack! Let's go, Bonit! Let's go, Jack!
173.6 for Bonit Bisla. 173.6. And now to the scale, the undefeated Big Stepper, Khalil Coe. 176.2 for Khalil Coe. 176.2 for Big Stepper.
Let's go, Bonit! Let's go!
Khalil Coe, Bonit Bisla, 8 rounds light heavyweights matchroom boxing live on the Zone from the theater at Madison Square Garden.
Hey, yo, Cesar.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official weigh-in continues here from the theater at Madison Square Garden as we go 8 rounds in the flyweight division. And now making his way to the stage, he is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 8 victories, no defeats, 3 of his wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Los Angeles, California, by way of Zapopan, Jalisco, Mexico. Damas y caballeros, presentando Cristian Robles. Robles. And his opponent now making his way to the stage, also undefeated in his campaign. His record, 3 fights, 3 victories, 2 of his 3 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the 2020 Olympian, fighting out of Bayamón, Puerto Rico, Yanquiel, el Doctorcito Rivera. And out of the scale, the undefeated Christian Robles. 111.2 for Robles, 111.2 for Christian Robles. And out of the scale, Yanquiel, Doctorcito Rivera. 140.8 for Dakota Lone Wolf Linger, 140.8. And now to the scale, the Albanian Bear, the undefeated Rashad Mahdi. 140.6 for the undefeated Rashad Mahdi, 140.6 for the Albanian Bear. Rashad Mahdi, Dakota Linger, 10-round super lightweights matchroom boxing live on DAZN from the theater at Madison Square Garden.
Let's go, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to weigh in the chief support of the evening as Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing, in association with Jimmy Birchfield of Classic Entertainment and Sports, are proud to present 10 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. Now making his way to the stage, his professional record, 21 victories, 4 defeats, 19 of his 21 wins coming by way of knockout. He represents Champs Boxing. He fights out of Danville, Virginia by way of Danbury, Connecticut. Please welcome Giuseppe, the Sicilian Nightmare Cusimano. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. His professional record, 20 victories, 3 defeats. He has 15 big wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Brooklyn, New York by way of Łomża, Poland. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Babyface Kovnacki. Now to the scale, Giuseppe Cusimano. 238.2 for the Sicilian Nightmare. 238.2 for Giuseppe Cusimano. And now to the scale, Adam Babyface Kovnacki. 251.8 for Babyface. 251.8 for Adam Kovnacki.
Let's go!
Cusimano, Chief Support, 10 rounds, heavyweights, Matchroom Boxing in association with Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment and Sports, live on the Zone from the theater at Madison Square Garden. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a pleasure it is to see everybody here today at the theater at Madison Square Garden for the official weigh-in for our big night of championship professional boxing taking place here on Saturday night. And it's now time to weigh in the main event of the evening, as Mr. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing is proud to present 12 rounds for the WBO NABO Super Middleweight Championship. And now making his way to the stage, please welcome the challenger. His professional record, 20 victories against 2 defeats. He has 14 wins coming by way of knockout. He proudly fights out of Ballybuffet, County Donegal, Ireland. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former NABF and WBO NABO middleweight champion and the former world title challenger, Jason Quigley. And his opponent now making his way to the stage, he is the defending champion. His professional record, a perfect one. 20 fights, 20 victories, 16 of them coming by way of knockout. Saturday night, he makes his third defense of his title, fighting out of Brooklyn, New York, and representing all of Puerto Rico. Here is the reigning, defending, and undefeated WBO NABO Super Middleweight Champion, Edgar, the chosen one, Berlanga. And out of the scale, the challenger, Jason Quigley.
You're not ready. They got special.
167.6 for Jason Quigley. 167.6 for the challenger, Jason Quigley. And out of the scale, the undefeated Edgar, the chosen one, Berlanga.
Let's go.
167.8 for the chosen one. 167.8 for the undefeated Edgar Berlanga.
Get a shot, Boricua. romper la cara que te va a decir que sí.
Aquí la mirada no mete freca. Aquí no hay visa jugadores, vamos a pelear. Ya no vamos a chocar. Así no vaya. No He's a fucking Gerber! Let's go, baby! We're gonna be a Let's go back to Ireland. Hey,
Edgar Berlanga, Jason Quigley, 12 rounds for the WBO NABO Super Middleweight Championship, live on DAZN Matchroom Boxing from the theater at Madison Square Garden.
He's a dead man walking!
About to drown.